Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick, and we just missed the trade really in terms of it being live. It was a live trade, but it just closed my position as I started recording. But there was two trades today. I'm going to show you both of them and I explain why I took those trades. So the first one, this is routine trade here. As you know, we are trending down. We've got some price action going down. Look, nice trend. High, low, lower high, lower, low, so on. And I'm looking for the reversal of that. Why? Because this is how they make the money. They give you the impression here that's continuing and then reverse the trend to run the stop losses that are now sitting here to try to take it down, or the stop losses that are sitting here. Okay, so here's our price action confirmation to enter. So we have our trend here, it pushes down, comes here, pretends like it's continuing, comes up and comes down again, then eventually breaking structure there. Okay, so that could be your entry as well, for it to push further and try to take these highs. But my entry was right down here. Okay, as soon as I saw the breaking structure here, I got in. Why? Because this was what I was looking for, right? So as soon as I saw it, I got in. Because what happens is you see it on M5, but it also happens on M1. So on M5 here, we have our first breaking structure that's happening here. Okay, yeah, so your entry potentially could be here and placing your stop loss just underneath here, right? And you could scalp this up 10 pips, 5 pips, or even more. On M1, if you have a look, on N1 here, we have that price action as well here. Okay, one second, there we go. On M1 we have that price action, so we have our trend, comes down, pulls up, comes here, enters here. To continue the trend, it should push it out and beat this low. It comes, it stops, it breaks there, and this pullback here is my entry. Okay, so trade history, that pullback was my entry, and I was scalped there for 10 pips, and that was it. Really simple. That was my second trade today. The first trade was actually to take this trend down. Now I don't really like selling from lows. Okay, so I don't want to talk about this too much, but there is a reason I believe it was going to go further down. It hadn't reached this point, and I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, so that was a 10 pip scalp, and that was a 10 pip scalp, two 10 pip scalps, and I made about 2%. So I was risking about 10 pips, I believe, on this one as well. Let me just have a quick look. So entry was there, stop loss was here, 8 pips risk there, and let's have a look at the other one. Let's see, entry here, swing high there, 7 pips. Okay, so risking 7 pips potentially could have made 26. I took it for 10. Then same here, risking 8 pips, took it for 10. That's my consistency. That's all I need. Those two 10 pip scalps is more than enough. I shouldn't even have taken this, but the reason I took this buy is because that's the trade I should have taken today, and not this sell. And the reason I took this sell, I'm going to explain that to you. It's not a recommendation. It's not what I do all the time. I normally do not sell at lows. It's very dangerous because of what's happening here. Reversal to take the stop losses for the people trying to continue to sell and get price further down. It may go further down, but it may not happen today, and that's a problem. You don't know when it's going to happen. It could pull up all the way here, take everyone out here from the Asian session, tap into this flag, put in the reversal and go further down. But the reason I took this trade was because I had checked the news forecast. There was no major news to justify it breaking structure. Okay, not making sense. So the current structure was for it to continue on this downtrend. As you can see, it's very clean. Let me just, yeah, I think this is clean enough for you to see. So it's on a downtrend right here, and you can see a H1. You can see what I mean about selling for lows. If you were here, if you were here actually, and you were selling this, try to get this underneath here, which is essentially what I did here. I sold this, try and get underneath here to look for the buy to come up. This could have happened, okay? So I definitely don't recommend it, but the reason I took this sell further down is because I believe the agenda had been met. It already came up and ran out. Everyone that was here, swing trade didn't try and get it lower, ran all them out, entered into this supply zone on the higher time frame. So you've got a pole, a flag, a pole. So this flag is a supply zone. It entered it here, put in the reversal pattern here that I traded here, yeah, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there, which is the same price action I always trade. So it put that reversal pattern and came all the way down here. So this morning is where I saw this trade. So potentially you could buy it, but you don't buy it when it's got equal lows. So we don't want that. We want a discount. So we want it to get down further. And as you can see, they created a clear trend. Yeah. I don't trade with the trend in this way. Okay. I do not use trend lines or stuff like that. I just drew this out when I entered this trade. I wanted it to take it down there. I'm not going to buy this based on trend line. I'm not buying based on trend line, not buying or selling based on trend lines. I just used it as a target point where I could get out, because they are deliberately creating these trend lines for people to be enticed into the market. So when I got into this trade here, I was driving it to take a quick move to try run it down to this trend line. Now, the actual move was about 16 pips. But I only took it for 10. So I think I was entering around here and I took it for 10, which was around there, okay? Yeah, as soon as I got there, I got out. So I didn't go all the way down to the bottom of the trend line, which would have been about 16 pips. Wasn't interested, okay? I knew selling at lows is dangerous, as you can see. So I got out as soon as I got what I wanted. And because the risk was only 7 pips it was, and I clearly saw what was going on, the agenda had been met. I thought, okay, let's drive it down a little bit further, get out there, then look for the buy, and that's exactly what I did. So that was my 2 trades today. Show you again. So trading with the trend on a lower time frame based on what's going on a higher time frame here. So at the top here, we have again the price action I like. By the way, that's the reason I got in. So we got here. Fake like is continuing, poles down, flags up, and then breaks the structure, which is actually a continuation of the trend as well, right? So you got this price action as a continuation of the trend and a reversal, okay? So it broke it there. I entered here nice and early to run it down for the 10 pips. And then this trade, yeah, same thing. Trending down, fakes like it's continuing, break structure, entered there, and I'm running out for 10 pips, okay? So that's the 2 trades really. There was one other thing, but I'm going to leave that for another video. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to leave that for another video. It's something I'm working on. I need to back test it more before I share it with you guys. You know, I do have a sense of responsibility. I try to share what's actually works on my channel, what I actually use regularly. I don't always sell from lows. I usually buy from lows because it's easier to get this move and easier to manage your move because stop loss is obviously there, right? So even when price pushed all the way down here, came near my stop loss, I left it alone. I just kept on going with my day, waiting for my alert to tell me it had to reach TP. So that's how simple I'm trying to keep things. Okay, so the other thing I'll show you, I will back test it a few more times, and if it works, I'll share it with you. So far it's good. So far it's good, and it has a lot to do with losses. So pay attention to your losses as well as your wins. I mark out my losses and my wins. I record them and I try to look and see why. Sometimes you can see the market just manipulated, just stop me out, then goes, or sometimes I got the read wrong. Mark out your wins and losses. As an example, we got these marked out. Okay, there was a loss here. This loss here, let me show you quickly. I'll show you quickly what I'm talking about, but it's something really I'll go into detail on another video. Okay, so we had a loss here. Okay, so we had the trend here. Price was trended down here on the low time frame. I saw a breaking structure, entered to take this up. It stopped me out. Okay, I marked that out, and there was one or two over here as well. So I've been paying attention to it price when it comes back, and as you can see, it came back here and it tagged into that zone and it sold from there. So that basically tells me this is where they got in, and the institutions, big banks, they got in here, drove the price all the way down, and when price came back there, that's where they wanted to get in again, because it's the same price point that they sold from, so they want to sell it from there again. Makes sense. Okay, so pay attention to your losses as well as your wins, mark them out, try to study them, and after I've tested this a few times, I'll probably share with you in detail what I do with this information. Okay, all right, I'm gonna sign out. Hope you've appreciated this. If you have, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll keep getting videos and examples out to you as I can. Okay, this is Patrick signing out. Until next time, peace.